matchup with the Bears and the Vikings. Here on Prizepicks, we also got Cyber Monday today. Basically, they're doing a promo where you can do a six-man lineup and it's going to be a payout boost. So instead of 25x today, they're paying out 30x if you hit a six-man. So that's what I'm going to give you in this video. I'm going to give you a six-man to put with that Cyber Monday if you want to do that. And then I'm also just going to tell you my two favorite picks out of them so that you can make a two-man out of those as well. So first, we're going to go here to fantasy score. I just want to show you guys these are the main players we want to look at tonight. I want to warn you guys with TJ Hawkinson. Not warn you in a sense of guys stay away. He's not going to do good. He's going to have a bad game. Just when you want to bet, you want to look at what other sports books are putting people at. So, you got DraftKings, FanDuel, Underdog, Sleeper, all those. You want to look at what they're doing and see if it is correlating with Prizepicks or not, and then kind of go off of there because Vegas is super, super accurate with all their lines. And so if Vegas is saying, fantasy score for Jordan Addison 13 and Prizepicks has him at 11, then Jordan Addison someone you want to look at. In Hawkinson tonight, a lot of sportsbooks have him under. So personally, I'm not going to touch it. And I'm not going to go under either because he's a good player and the matchup is good for him. So I'm just warning you guys, maybe not touch TJ Hawkinson tonight. Other than that, I kind of like almost everybody. If we look at the matchups for tonight, we have a good matchup for Chicago throwing the ball. If you look at the rushing defense and the passing defense, so they're ranked 25th against receivers fantasy-wise. I see the Bears try to run the ball tonight. They don't have Deontay Foreman. Deontay Foreman is out, so Khalil Herbert is their starting back tonight. We'll see how that affects them. I expect him to still get, 10 to 12 carries. Chicago likes to run the ball, but who knows with the Deontay Foreman out how much you're still going to run it. But Justin Fields might, add into that. He might run the ball, so we'll get into that in a second. Josh Dobbs, great matchup for him. So Chicago is actually number one in the league when it comes to rush yards a game, which is crazy considering they're so bad. You would think teams run the ball a lot on them just because they're up in games. So it's shocking to see that Chicago is number one in rush yards. So Vikings are going to be passing the ball in this game, and we all love Josh Dobbs. So I'm loving that matchup for him. Not loving the matchup for Madison, okay? Or Ty Chandler. I'm staying away from either of them. I don't want to go under on their fantasy just in case if they score a touchdown. But, if you want to go under on their fantasy, I don't hate it either. But, so the first pick we're going to go is with all of that information, the number one pick we want to go is Jordan Addison receiving yards. Like I'm saying with the sports books and everything, they all expect Jordan Addison to go over this line tonight. 47.5. He's hit it 4 of the last 5 games. In this last game, he should have hit it. I mean, he had three extra targets that he did not catch. If he caught one of them, he's going over. I mean, basically, he's hit this 5 out of the last 5 games. As long as Justin Jefferson's out, he's going to be averaging 50 plus. And 47.5 is just too low. The only reason it's that low is because he only had 44 last game. But like I said, he easily could have had and should have had 55 plus. So I love this line of 47.5. That just seems way too low for him, and that should be a lock for tonight. So that's a great odds pick. Next, we're actually going to go what I love to do, which a lot of people don't do, which I don't know why, but they don't, is kickers. It's Chicago. They can't really, they're not good at scoring the ball when they're in the red zone, but they're pretty good enough to get to the red zone, especially with Justin Fields back since he's been back. Their kicker, these are the games he's been back. Right, their kicker 12 and 17 fantasy score, playing Minnesota indoor stadium. I believe, right? It is at Minnesota tonight. Let me make sure of that. But yeah, he's been killing this line lately. And to be honest, I just don't see how he doesn't hit 7.5 fantasy score. That just seems way too low. And, at the end of the day, all we can do is bet on the odds. It is at Minnesota, so it's an indoor stadium. And so I love this. Kickers in prime time. You pretty much, if you do the math on it, if you look over the course of the season, kickers in prime time, almost every single game, like 90% of the games, at least one of the kickers hits 2 field goals. It's insane when you really break it down and look at the math. So basically, you just want to pick the right kicker. And so I'm going Santos tonight. But to be honest, I think they might both hit. So this is the 2-man I'm going with. If you just want to do 2-man lock, this is my favorite 2-man by far. But I'm going to go give you the other 4 picks to put into the Cyber Monday just because it's a good deal. 30x payout. Why not throw 5-10 bucks down on it, right? So let's get into that. I'm going to show you the next pick is going to be DJ Moore. So Moore is a pretty inconsistent player, as you know, we all know, but everyone's projecting him to go over 5.5 receptions tonight. He's has a good matchup, like I said, 25th against receivers. I don't see him, getting a bunch of deep down the field passes. His receiving yards line doesn't look great to me, but the receptions line does. I expect him to get, a couple slants, a couple screen passes, try to get him going. And they should be down in this game, so we'll see how that goes. This is a divisional game, guys. It's a rivalry divisional game. This is going to be a super, grinded out kind of game. And so a lot of, receptions props are good. Rushing yards props aren't bad. Pass attempts props are good. It's going to be one of those games. Field goal kickers, maybe even punts. It's just going to be one of those games. It always is between these two teams. And especially the way primetime games have been going this year, it just kind of confirms it for us. So next we're going to go Dobbs. And we're going to go, actually, no, we're not going to go Dobbs. We're going to go Justin Fields next because I want to show his rush yards. I like his rush yards. Like I said, Deontay Foreman out for this game. I expect Chicago to try to get Justin Fields' legs more involved than they do each week, which they already get his legs involved every week. Last time he played Minnesota was the game he got hurt, and so he didn't finish the game, and he ended the game with, I'm pretty sure we could check, I think it was 56 yards when he played Minnesota. He had 46 yards. Okay, so he had 46 yards rushing last time he played them and didn't even finish the game. You got Danielle Hunter on the D line for Minnesota. They're going to get after him today, and he's just going to roll out of the pocket, and he's going to have to take off, an extra 5, 6, 7 times this game than he usually does. So I like his rushing yards a lot. I also don't mind his pass attempts. If you want to take that, up to you. Pass attempts or rush yards is fine with me with Justin Fields. Like I said, it's up to you, but I do like the rush yards. Next, we'll go Cole Kmet. So Cole Kmet's just one of those guys where he's just, his receptions are so good. And like I said, the type of game this is going to be, it would not shock me if they play action, roll out, hit Kmet 3 times on that play. And then, he just got to get 2 other catches other than that. 10 catches, 6 catches, 5 catches, 3 catches. I just love betting on Cole Kmet, to be honest. I feel like every time I bet on this guy, he hits the over. Um, he's just a super consistent player. I also love his fantasy score. A lot of the times when you look at fantasy score with good players like this in a game like this, they take in the fact that, they'll probably score touchdowns, so let's bump the line a little bit. I don't think they did that with this one. I know they didn't with this one because he's expected to get 4 catches and like 40 yards, which is 8 points. They put it at 9. So, usually they'll put it 11.5, 12.5 if they think he's going to score a touchdown. So if he scores a touchdown, he's automatically hitting his fantasy. Even without it, he might still hit that. Like I'm expecting him to get 5 catches tonight, so he only needs, 50 yards with 5 catches. So he might hit it without a touchdown. So with the touchdown, it's automatic. So I like his fantasy as well. And then what do we got? We got 5 picks. So we got one more. Next, like I said, I want to stay away from Hawkinson tonight. We're going to go with Minnesota again. Let's see here. So with Minnesota again, there's 2 things you can do. Like I was saying, I still like, even though I said you want to pick the one kicker that's going to do good, I still like, and they took it down. That's how you know it's a good pick because I took it earlier and it looks like they took it down, but Joseph, yeah, they only have 7. Damn, They bumped the hell out of this line. Guys, this is what I'm saying. You need to look at kickers because I have them in one of my lines or one of my props right now. One of my bets I put out, I have them over 6.5 fantasy score for tonight. They have them at 7.5 kicking points. If you don't know, fantasy score is like if he kicks a 40-yarder, he gets 4 points. So fantasy score is always higher than kicking points. And they bumped the kicking points to 7.5 and took fantasy score out. That's crazy. That's one of the biggest bumps I've seen in a while. Um, so I don't feel comfortable with that anymore. So we're going Dobbs. And with Dobbs, I like his pass attempts, like I was saying earlier. His pass attempts looks he's getting right there every time. This is basically a matter of how the game's going to come down. And like I said, a divisional game, yes, I expect Minnesota to be up, especially at home. However, I don't think they're going to be up by a lot. I think it's still going to be a close game. So I love Dobbs. Pass attempts here, he probably hits 34, 35. So I like that as well. That's going to be the 6-man for today for the Cyber Monday for Prizepicks. Like I said, this is my favorite 2-man slip out of it. But yeah, that's the 6 picks. I just want to show you guys a few things. If you like the videos and you want to support, I'm posting free picks almost every day. You know, look, I got Sunday night football, Monday night football, Thursday night football, Sunday videos, Saturday videos, um, everything. We got everything. So I post these picks for free. So please subscribe if you want to see more of those. And like the video if this was helpful. Put in the comments down below if you're tailing these picks. And then after the game, come back if they hit. You know, put in the comments. Let me know how they did for you. And if you hit tonight. So other than that, this is my Discord. If you want my paid for picks, this is $5 a week. It's $4.99 a week. Cancel anytime. You get 15 to 30 picks for the week. Thanksgiving, we went stupid on Thanksgiving. Next week, I expect next Sunday. I looked at the slate already. I love next Sunday's slate. So get on this before next Sunday. Just try it out for a week, see how it goes. You know, we always profit on Sundays or during the week. We profited big on Thanksgiving. So yeah, just go hit that link. I'm going to put the link in the description of this video as well for you. And other than that, last thing I want to say, guys, please go follow the Insta. Okay. If you guys want to, follow up or follow, picks, parlays, how they went, this is an Insta you need to follow. Okay. I post on my story picks. Like I posted this pick for tonight here. And then I post my win. So if you want to follow to see if I'm winning before you want to purchase the Discord or something like that, go ahead and follow this. I'm trying to get this up. And yeah, thank you for watching. Other than that, good luck with all your guys' picks. All right, let's get this money, and I'll see you later.